How's it going, guys? Ghostface Fanatic here with another video. And today's video will be talking about Scream 3. And we're going to be talking about basically the possibility of two killers in the movie. So let's get into it. So obviously you guys know that I think there was two killers, obviously, in the movie. But in today, like I said, I'm going to be like giving some evidence that Angelina Tyler was involved. Obviously, we all know her. She was definitely involved in the murder, involved some way in the movie. Throughout the movie, that's the way it looked, and that's the way it was shot. So the first, the first like piece of evidence that I want to throw out there is that the fact that Angelina, she's suspicious throughout this whole movie, as we know. Um, we know that she's suspicious, and she kind of looks kind of like a killer in some ways. Like she's like working with the killer. But anyways, I want to get to the first like piece of evidence. So the first evidence that I have is that, okay, you know that scene where the house blows up and like Dewey and everybody, like, they all fall down the hill and all that. Well, where was Angelina at? Angelina was nowhere around them. She didn't show up until they got to the bottom of the hill. Like, she didn't show up around them at all. Like, she was just getting down there, like, as they. And they were asking her, Dewey was asking her, how'd you get way over there? Like, that's what I'm wondering too. How did she get way, like, she wasn't with them the whole time? Like, she was just by herself. Like, all of a sudden she just came down the hill like last. So it's just like, she didn't like roll down the hill. She just walked down the hill. But it was weird. Because where could she have gone? Well, number one, she could have helped Roman out. Number two, she could have, helped, Roman out with the situation and maybe, like, keep, like, a lookout and all that for him. A lot of stuff. But that's the first piece of evidence. Like, how come she wasn't near Dewey and all of them in that scene? I don't understand that. So that's evidence number one. Now, evidence number two, that scene was Sydney. Now, that scene was Sydney when she goes in the bathroom or whatever, and Angelina's got the mask. She's got she's got all that in her hands, like the mask, the robe, everything. And it's actually crazy to me that she had the mask, she had the robe, and, well, she might have had the robe. But anyways, I think that, she's definitely had some part in the murders. Now, if I'm being honest with you, I think that she was involved some way, like she was involved, like, in the bathroom scene. Obviously, well, she was involved in all that. She was involved with helping Dewey, or with not helping Dewey, like helping Roman in that scene, because Roman was in the scene, obviously, if you guys know. And yeah, he was in the scene, and we know that to be true. So there was definitely two killers. There was definitely two killers in the movie. You would have to be blind to know it. So in that scene alone, it just shows you everything. It shows you absolutely every single thing that you need to know about, the Ghostface killings and Ghostface. It tells you, because, like I said, if Sydney was in the house, and Angelina was following her, and Angelina was, or not following her, but trying to, like, lure her in some way, Come on, guys. Come on, like, seriously, you're not going to do that. Realistically, you're not going to do that unless in some way, you're involved with it, And the fact that Angelina, fell, or not fell, but I think she was the one that felt like got thrown off the ledge. I think she was the one that got thrown off, personally, because if you guys know, is that Ghostface grabs Sidney and chases Sidney. Sidney punches him or whatever, and then she runs up to the porch and gets inside, and then all of a sudden you just see Ghostface somehow get inside, and that's another piece of evidence right there that there's definitely two killers, because there's just no way that Ghostface and that Roman by himself would be able to teleport, especially in that amount of time. I mean, let's just be real about it. So, I think that's the case. I think that he definitely did it. He wasn't working alone. He definitely wasn't working alone. And there's definitely some, a lot of proof that he was involved. Was involved one way or another. So, with that being said, guys, that's another evidence. Like, how did he teleport inside? You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to read between the lines. Like, that, because there was two killers. That's why. That's truly why, in my opinion. But, anyways, guys, I'm going to move on to the next piece of evidence. Now, I don't know if you guys know that scene when, well, first of all, I'll just talk about this first. I'll talk about Angelina Tyler's death. Okay? So, Angelina Tyler is obviously, Angelina Tyler is obviously, part of this movie. Well, she gets killed in the movie, right? But did she? Because we don't know for sure she did. Now, all we know at this time, all we know is that, yeah, she got stabbed, she got whatever, but the camera did not show anything. Like, it didn't show her getting stabbed, it didn't show her get, nothing. So, right then and there, it's like, well, that's all the proof that you really need. And all that piece of evidence that you really need, for her, to be alive. Because if you guys know, that old box set that came out a long time ago, well, there was a lot of people that were pointing it out, that there's a bio on there that with all the characters that died throughout the whole franchise. And guess what? Angelina is nowhere on that list. Like, she's not on the list for being killed, not being deceased or killed or murdered or nothing. So, that right there is further evidence that she's alive. So, next up, we got more evidence here. Now, you guys know that Mark Kincaid, that scene where Sidney says, "It's your turn to scream, asshole," when she says that to Ghostface and she shoots him. Well, and then Ghostface just miraculously disappears. And then when Kincaid comes in, Ghostface runs in the same direction as Kincaid comes in. Like, he would have ran in the same direction that Kincaid was coming in. So, Kincaid gets attacked. Ghostface all of a sudden appears behind her, behind Sidney, somehow. Like, we know that Roman was smart. We know all that. But, realistically, he would not have had that amount of time to... I don't think he would have had that amount of time to get around to that door, to appear and be behind Sidney. So that right there is another piece of evidence that there was two killers. To me, anyways. A lot of people may disagree with that, but that's fine. But guys, I think that's all I got for you guys in this video. Oh yeah, and also like the way that Sydney was running, and you know, Ghostface was chasing her. You know, and then ended up being in that room, and all of a sudden, Ghostface, Roman, or whoever the hell it was, Roman ended up being he ended up being in the room. So it's like he just teleported, like damn near, you know? So that doesn't make any sense. So I know for a fact there's two killers. The movie was filmed as there was two killers, as there were, and I know without a shadow of a doubt there was. So with that being said, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and get me what you guys think. And like I said, she was very sus in this movie, man. Really suspicious. Like the fact that, you know, she was telling that officer, you know, he was asking her, did you take the mask or did you steal the mask? And she was like, I took it as a souvenir. Like, you just don't take a mask like for a souvenir. You know, it doesn't make any sense, guys. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content. Be sure to hit that notification bell as well. And all you guys, everybody, have a nice day. Peace.